So with this video, I'm going to show you how to use Copilot 365 built into Microsoft PowerPoint. I'm sure we all create lots of presentations, and sometimes it's about how do we start it, what do we design it, how do we get information in. So I'm going to show you how to do a task that normally would take a couple of hours and turn it into less than 30 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is on the ribbon here, we're going to click on the Copilot icon, and you can see the panel will load on the right hand side. I've got three options. I can create a presentation about something, so maybe create a presentation about computers, or I can create a presentation from a file that I've got on my computer, or I can add a slide. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got a Word document that I've saved on my computer, all about 3 steps and a conclusion about how to build a computer. I want the presentation to be about that. I've got all the information saved already, so why recreate it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say create a presentation from the file. And what you can do then is you just do / and I will just say, type in the first 3 letters of how to build your own PC. So once I've done that, I just hit on the enter, search, and what that's going to do now is going to analyze that document that I've saved into my OneDrive, and it's going to pull all the information together for me. So you can see now it's reading the introduction, choosing your components, looking at how to create this slide for me. So it's going away, it's creating the slides for me. And it does take around about sort of 30 to 40 seconds usually to create a presentation. So you can see this obviously live happening in the background. It's adding some speaker notes for me as well, which is really helpful for when I want to present this as well. So that's quite useful. And now it's creating that presentation. So you can see it's come back and it's generated 38 slides on how to make that PC or how to build that PC. It's included some speaker notes as well, which I find really useful. Added some images to make it deck more engaging and applied layouts to the organized slides. So you might look at this now and you can see I've got 38 pages, I've got graphics card, power supply, case, and it's quite generic. It's not, it's not very designed, so don't worry, we can customize that really quickly. So we'll go to our first slide, and you can see it has suggested go into the designer, and what you can see is giving me some design tips for me. So I'm going to click on how to build a PC, and that will obviously customize this page now on how to build your PC. Okay, and it's giving me a little, even giving me a little video on here as well. So again, you can see how that works as well. I can go to the alternative slides like the agenda, and I can choose to have a new style design, come down to the introduction, and I've already got now a bit of a style, so I'm going to use the introduction here. Again, CPU, I can say I like this sort of design style, but again, I can change all the colors, so don't worry about that later. But you can see obviously how I can go around this now and start looking at different styles and different things. Now, once I've done that, I can head back over to the Copilot, and I might say, right, this is great, but I want to add an image in of a PC. So what I can do is say, add image of a PC slide, and that will go away. Now that's not looking at my file anymore because there's no images on that file. It's purely looking at the internet, and it's brought in a PC image into my presentation. So I might go, yeah, great, I'm happy with that. Might want to get rid of my motherboard one, might bring up my image here, and I might want to bring that as a bigger image and bring that into the slide here on it again. So we can see, it's given us that foundation, it's got that information, and I can click on the notes here, look, and you can see if I just bring up the notes, speaker notes here, you can see like the motherboard is the main component connected PC, and you can see I've got all my speaker notes on here as well. So I can hide them for now, but again, quite useful to see that. Now, once I've done that, I might circle down a little bit towards some other components, and before I finish the presentation, I might want to talk about programs here. So before I click on the updates, what I'll do is I'm going to add a slide about Microsoft Windows 11 Pro and why you should use it. Now, again, this is going to add a slide for me. It's going to go away. It's not going to look at my presentation because I've not told it to look at a certain presentation or file. It's gone away, and it's using the language engine now to go and find that information online. So you can see now, look, why Microsoft Windows 11 Pro is a great choice. And you can see, obviously, it's given me some ideas. I can go into the designer, and I can change the look and feel of my my design. And I might say that image doesn't look very good. So again, I'll just say add an image of a motherboard, let's say this time. Okay, you can't use people or companies, just so you know as well. So you need to keep it quite generic. Again, nothing wrong with you going out to the internet and finding some images, and once you've got them, just going in and sort of customizing this as you feel fit as well. Okay, so you can create these images and circulate it for you. You can go into the designer, and again, you can just change the look and feel, and it'll bring in your image view and customize it as well. So again, some really good ways of using the designer within Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, a couple of other things that I can do is, I've got 39 pages now that I've created of presentation. I may receive a presentation like this from somebody else, or I might just want to sort of summarize it. So again, hit the Copilot icon and just say to Copilot, summarize the entire presentation. Okay, that will go away. It will read all the context for me. It will customize it for me, and it will give me then a nice summary of the document. So you can see the introductions, the conclusion, setting up the PC, and I can even ask it, like, what are the benefits of building my own PC? And again, it's going to go away and find that information for me from the document as well. Okay, so you can see, look, the benefits of building your own PC, and it's giving me all the information that I need. Again, I can copy this and put it into another document. And then finally, one of the final things I personally don't do, but the fact that I love Copilot does this, okay, is I can say, organize the presentation into sections for me. And what this will do now is it'll go away and it will organize this 39-page presentation into sections for me, so that I can just obviously find things a bit easier. So you can see here, look, if I just collapse all these for me, you can see, look, I've now got all my sections already, and I can move obviously the sections between them as well. So something I don't personally do on presentations, but really should. And again, you can go in and have a look at the speaker notes. As I said, you can ask it some questions. You've got all the prompts here as well: create, understand, edit, and ask. Edit, add an image of, organize the presentation, and ask obviously information about the presentation. So really useful. So hopefully you can see something that would normally take hours and hours, you can pretty much build using Copilot within a few minutes, and it'll just give you that base presentation, and then you can go into the designer and start obviously creating the presentation in your theme, colors, and so be it as well. So hope you've enjoyed watching, and thank you.